Did you see me almost spin it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a little different.
A little bit more roll on the throttle.
Okay.
Instead of like punching throttle, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. This is what real drive cars do.
Oh, it's fun though.
Right there. You're good to go.
That's better. I didn't spin.
Kept the back end underneath you the entire way around?
Yeah, that same corner I wiggled it again, but a whole lot better.
Yeah, good, good.
Yeah.
That's what we're shooting for.
Yeah.
And just roll on out on corners like that. Just roll that and like roll in nice and gentle. Try and get the throttle on relatively early.
Okay.
Like earlier than you normally do in like a front wheel drive car.
Okay.
And try and just roll real gentle and feel that back end when it starts to want to kind of drift out. That's when you know you've given it enough.
Okay.
Okay. Jared.
All right.
Let's take some runs.
Sounds good.
Before we do this, I do want to ask you one thing.
Yeah.
Got to get a little cerebral. What do you want to learn today?
What's the old saying? Smooth is fast.
Okay.
I just smooth everything out because I think I've done this before, but in a front-wheel drive car, and this is totally different. But even then, my problem, I think,
What front-wheel drive
I
car
was
are you in?
jerky. I was in a Fiesta ST.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Great car.
Yeah, I was always just jerky. I was, too much throttle or too much
could
brake.
be.
Just, I learned how to smooth everything out, and hopefully you get faster that way.
Yeah, good, good. All right. Let's go take some runs. Let's have some fun here. Brian's turned into a fighter pilot with that new helmet that he's got.
It's the right date for it with an air show going on next door.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
I assume they're going to wait until the fog's in.
Yeah. Actually, they got looks like a skydiver over there right now.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's go.
Okay.
Feel the front end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to use the back end.
It's just like the Fiesta. The front end still won't work if you add too much.
And I did have that problem with the Fiesta a lot.
Yeah. We just turned too much. There's some stuff we're going to show you this afternoon that'll help with that. Should help with that a lot.
Ooh, that was way slower than mine last time. Just right back around or stop?
Let's stop up here. We'll have just a little chat.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good spot.
bit slower. So where was, or how was that run different from your earlier run?
The slalom felt different, but I can't tell you why.
Okay.
And then obviously that screw up on that corner. Those are the two things that I felt the most.
Okay. All right. One of the things that we're going to try and do, like that I'm going to try and do with you here, is try and smooth out a lot of like your steering inputs, number one,
Okay.
and try and get it so that we're flowing the car from one feature to the next.
Okay.
Okay. Some of the techniques that we'll teach in the afternoon are going to make this much, much easier. But for now, we'll work on a lot of the mechanics that you've got, like what's going on with your hands and your feet, as far as being smooth or abrupt on with your hands and your feet. Smooth turn in and keeping the car on line
Okay.
is going to be like a really important aspect to going fast. Okay.
Okay.
So this is something that you'll work on now, and it's something that you will continue to work on, likely for the rest of your days. Like, it's something that like we as instructors work on all the time too. Like where you realize that you're losing your smoothness and your ability to control the car. Like that's kind of a big deal. So on this next run, what I'd like to try and have you do, like even in the slaloms, is trying to smooth your hands out.
Okay.
And instead of like quick inputs with your hands, think about like smooth inputs with your hands.
Okay.
Okay. And getting the car to fluidly go from one arc to the next arc.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Let's pull it and track. I know it's kind of like a little esoteric, and it'll be easier to show you than it will be to talk about it, but I want you to try it first.
Okay.
And then I'll drive the car next if you're okay with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
This thing's brand new. I'm still just even trying to figure it out.
Still learn all the buttons.
Yeah.
All right, I think we're good. I think smooth. Smooth thoughts. There you go. Good. 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 Much better. Same thing here. Smooth turn in. Good. There you go. Good. Smooth flow here. No big lifts, no taps on the throttle. All smooth and gentle. Smooth, smooth, smooth. There you go. You can be really hard on the brakes, but now we're rolling the throttle nice and smooth. There you go. Smooth hands again. Smooth on the throttle. No taps or pokes. I think it's too much power for that. I think smooth all the way through here. Good. Nice.
I accidentally tapped my paddle shifters and ended up in fourth gear. And
Oh no.
yeah.
Right at the end there?
I was like, I don't have power.
How come this thing's not going anywhere?
Yeah.
Turns out lack of power will help it get smoother.
I guess so. All right.
All right, if you're good, let me jump in.
Yeah.
I know that was slower. Don't worry about being slower. One of the things when we try and like smooth you out like that, a lot of times, number one, it messes with your head really badly. But I'd rather see you get smooth with the wheel first and then start adding speed to that.
Okay.
Than start out fast but herky jerky.
Yeah.
And try and smooth you out from there. Like, it's just way harder to do it the other way.
So this thing, every time you put it in park, it goes back to fully automatic, even if you put it in sport. So I don't, just if you want to use a paddle shifter, you just pull it once and it turns it on.
Oh.
I don't know if they're all like that or not.
Okay.
I guess they made some changes to these 18s. So.
So you're saying put it in sport and then paddle once?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I don't really know why. It seems to me if it's in track mode, it ought to make us use the paddles.
Is it in track mode right now?
Yeah.
What are the other modes?
I've got Sport, Sport Plus, and Track.
Okay.
Sport Plus apparently keeps some of the nannies on, and Track is supposed to shut everything off.
Okay. All right, let's give it a shot. Woohoo! So I'm going to try and drive this like nice and smooth, right? Back and forth, but just a little bit faster. But the key to the slaloms is making sure that you're maintaining nice smoothness. So, like I said, nice and smooth here. Feel how smooth I am on the throttle?
Yeah. It's impressive. It's not easy to do in this car.
It's not easy to do in this car. It's challenging. Like the thing wants to go. A little bit of brakes. Again, rolling in. That thing really wants to rotate around there.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and get nice and tight into here, right? So it's easy to get out of. And we're right nice and smooth through here. Woohoo!
Holy cow. All right, you're a way better driver than I am.
Practice. Lots and lots and lots and lots of practice. All right, let's do that one more time,
Okay.
since nobody's at the line. All right, again, I'm trying to be nice and smooth with the car, right?
Okay.
Smooth with both my hands and smooth with my feet. Smooth. The brakes are the exception. When you get
Okay.
yanked forward like that,
Yeah.
it's okay to be like kind of abrupt on brakes. I feel like I need ABS now, so it doesn't really matter. It's nice and smooth through here. Let it kind of carry out. Realize that that's a low grip section, of course. So we tip that coat over. Trying to stay nice and tight in here so I don't have to steer very much out of it. Right?
Okay.
That helps me get smooth too. Just by a line choice all alone.
Oh man.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Pull over here. It's easier to pull up the line. So a lot of it just isn't the speed. A lot of the smoothness facilitates the speed.
Okay.
That make sense?
Yeah.
That's what we're here for.
That's why we're gonna run like 9 runs like this. Fun car.
Ah, thanks.
Go ahead and pull up.
Yeah, I had to decide whether to get the very, very base GT or get the EcoBoost with all the bells and whistles. And
Yeah.
I settled for the EcoBoost just because, I mean, it's my daily driver.
Yeah.
And it's still a blast out here, obviously.
Oh yeah, it's super fun.
And I don't, drag racing isn't my thing, so I don't need that.
Speed's never a bad thing. But
It's okay. I feel like it was a good compromise.
that's good.
Good enough?
Yep, let's go. Remember to feel that smooth. Smooth. Good, good, good. Too much steering, there you go. Getting in tight. There you go. Easy on the throttle now. I mean easy, smooth rolling.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no big lifts. There you go. It's real slippery here, so be careful on the throttle. There you go. Good. Good. Get the car nice and close in on this one. There you go. Good. Because it makes it easier to come out. Smooth and accelerate through. Good. Feels like it's slower, but it's actually faster. That's your second best time so far.
Okay.
All right, let's just pull around.
You were definitely accelerating in places that I wasn't. I gotta find those spots.
We'll get there, right?
Yeah.
We'll eventually get there. But in the early part of this, the key is smooth.
Okay.
And let's get you that smooth first,
Okay.
and get the smooth so that it's part of like your being and in, like how you operate.
Okay.
And then we'll worry about like actually like starting to add some speed and how much throttle that you can add into that.
Okay.
All right,
Good.
let's go. Smooth. Feel that little pulse of throttle lifts up the front end?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why you got to be smooth. Stay tight here. Stay tight. There you go. Good. Good. Stay easy on the throttle. Easy, easy.
I feel like I'm barely tapping it, and yeah.
That's the problem. It's a tap, right?
Yeah.
We wanted it to feel like a roll,
Okay.
like you're adding pressure rather than actually adding throttle position. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stay nice and tight to this go. There you go. Good. 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 Smooth, 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 smooth. Keep that smooth in your hands and you'll go fast. There you go. Alright, let's do it again. Pressure, like, and especially cars with power, like, you essentially, like, the throttle just feels like a pressure thing.
Okay.
Instead of a position thing. Like, I want to be half throttle, quarter throttle.
Yeah.
And those little taps, like you feel it. It lifts the front end of the car up, right?
Right.
So we want to be real smooth and just add, like, roll in early.
Okay.
When I say roll in, it's just adding pressure. Just a little bit more pressure, a little bit more pressure, a little bit more pressure until the back tires break grip.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
All right, let's do it. Good, good. Roll in. Get tight, get tight, get tight, get tight. Now roll in. There you go, good. Good roll in, that's good. Really good. Easy.
Yeah.
Good. Delicate here. Good. Nice. Get tight to that cone. Get tight. There you go. Smoothly flow through it. Good.
That felt a lot better. I don't know about time-wise, but that felt a lot better.
It does. It's getting better, right? Like, the more times we repeat this, the better it's getting. Let's talk to you about one particular place.
Okay.
The Chicago box right here.
Yep.
You want the car right there. When you're coming out of that thing, do you notice, like, how much steering that you have to put in, like, super fast?
Yeah.
It's because we're getting the car shifted this way,
Okay.
right? So from a line perspective, one of the things we want to do is make sure you're, like, running perfect lines. That's the spot where you want to have it. Because as you're coming out, then you don't have to crank as much in order to get into it,
Okay.
and then you don't have to crank as much out coming out of it. So
Okay.
you're grabbing like 2 hands of steering in order to get the car out.
Yeah.
And then you got to unwind that steering super fast over here too. So if you can just turn in for it, or we're coming this way, right?
I want the whole car angled more inward.
And placed closer.
Okay.
So the back right tire should be right next to that cone,
Okay.
right? And angling in already in order to be able to, like, smoothly steer out of that thing.
Okay.
Let's try that.
Okay.
And keep all that smooth in your hands and feet.
And that.
And that. That's stuff that I'm going to consider automatic.
Yeah.
From here on out.
All right.
That I know you're going to work on and continue to work on. Keep it smooth in here. Good, good. Good, go. There you go. Good, good. Get tight to the. There you go. There you go. Good rolling. Good. Stay in it. Roll in. Nice. Good. Smooth, smooth, smooth. Good. All right. Get that car placed right next to that cone. There you go. Good. And out. Good. See how much less steering it is?
Yeah.
You don't have to let go of the wheel. Smooth in here and smooth out. Go. Nice. Ooh, look at that.
Okay. All right.
That's all in the Chicago box.
Awesome. Okay.
Good job. All right, let's do it again. Let's just lap this thing.
Yeah. See how long these stock brakes can take it.
Oh, I'm sure they can take it for a long time.
Yeah.
They'll be fine. So around the carousel, stay tight to the carousel.
Okay.
There's still some time in there.
All right.
Okay, let's go. Nice and smooth, nice and smooth. Good, good. Perfect, perfect. Good position. Nice and close. Steer all the way inside. There you go. There you go. Good, good, good. Roll in, go. Nice. Roll throttle in. Nice, perfect. That's awesome. Roll in easy, easy roll in. go and you roll in nice and easy. Position, position, position. Yeah, see how much more steering you had to put in it?
Yeah.
Yep, it's okay. Smooth, 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 and go. Nice.
Oh, look at that. Holy cow.
We're getting you there.
Wow, yeah. Whew, that was fun.
Lots of really good things on that run, right?
Okay,
Lots
yeah.
of really, really good things. What were the best things?
Actually, really everything felt better. Even going in here, even though I guess I was too far out.
Just a touch.
It felt better to me.
Yeah.
And then that felt a lot tighter.
Your slalom was great.
Slalom was okay.
Your positioning on the slalom was one of the best ones you've had so far, by far.
Nice. Okay.
The one thing I'll say about that, start slaloming for this cone. Instead of driving to the second one and starting to slalom over here, if you start slaloming and actually try and like backside this cone,
Okay.
then it'll open all the rest of them up and you'll be able to actually run that same level of smooth, and you'll just feel like everything gets longer,
Okay.
which means you feel like you can go faster through it.
Okay.
But that last slalom was really, really good. You can add that to it and it'll make it even better. Okay?
Okay.
This was really, really good. You saved a lot of time in here, for sure.
Cool. Okay.
And we carried some really good, like when you rolled in, did you feel the car kind of like start to sit down and like?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It felt great.
That's what it's supposed to feel like.
And then coming in here,
Yes.
I keep worrying that I'll do too much, but it's hanging on.
It's hanging on. And as long as you're gentle with the throttle, like if you're abrupt with the wheel or if you're abrupt with the throttle, like, yeah, you'll spin and like wind up in the weeds. But if you're gentle and you're smooth in that, you essentially allow the car to start building grip as you come around that corner.
Okay.
Right? And then everything's really stable and really predictable, right? And like, and you can start asking yourself that question, like, could I add a little bit more throttle? Yeah, I can. And then the next run, like, could I add a little bit more? Yeah, I can. Right? And to the point where you really start running a lot of throttle across that.
Okay.
All right, let's do it again.
Cool.
Good run, though.
Thank you.
That was really good. Smooth, smooth, smooth. Remember, slalom for the first go. Turn it.
There you go.
Good, good. Feel how much longer everything gets?
Yeah.
Good, good job. All right, nice and tight, just like last time. Smooth. Rolling in, rolling in, rolling in. It shifted, huh?
Yeah. I took the paddles out apparently by mistake.
All right, you're all set. There you go. Roll in. Good. You hear the front tires working?
Yeah.
That's a good thing. The entire run, you should hear that kind of thing going on. Smooth in, smooth in. Oh, we're late, we're late.
What did I do late?
We didn't get in the Chicago box early enough.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
I'm not even gonna look at that time.
We had some stuff go on that one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write it down anyway.
All right. I gotta quit hitting these paddles by mistake.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not blaming that all on my time, but I
No.
fourth again, and
But in this car, it's going to be important for you, right? Because
Yeah.
every time you touch a paddle, like, you actually shift, and it distracts you, right?
yeah,
Immediately, like, oh my God, like there's something wrong with the car.
yeah,
You're starting to look down at the dash, like you're not looking where the course goes, like
you're right.
all that stuff ends up being like kind of a bad deal. So, take this next run on your like solo.
Okay,
Remember, smooth.
okay,
Did you feel how slalom on the first cone?
Yeah.
Did it make the slalom
Yeah.
feel like it was wider?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
I rolled in a little more acceleration in the middle. I don't know if that was good or bad.
Yeah, it was
but-
good.
Okay.
It was good because the car definitely took it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
To me, like if when I'm on time, meaning that I've got the car like well placed for that cone, and then placed for that cone, and placed for that cone, like as long as I'm online,
Uh-huh.
I start searching for, could I be going faster, right? And I'm online, okay. So I'm gonna add a little bit more throttle. Does that push me offline? No. I'm gonna add a little bit more throttle.
Okay.
Still not offline yet? I'm gonna add a little bit more throttle. Tires are starting to sing. Like, okay, things are starting to go well now. Like, can I add a little bit more throttle? Yeah, I'm not offline yet.
Okay.
So that's how I try and build speed from consecutive runs perspective and inside of a particular slalom.
Okay.
Usually if you're gonna get late, you're gonna get late for the third one.
Okay.
The third cone in the slalom, right? And you'll know like things get all sorts of crazy after that. But if you can keep that smooth and you can keep the idea of rolling throttle in, it essentially helps you search for that kind of like level of grip
Okay.
and where the car is going to get like crazy.
All right.
But
Cool.
cool. You asked me a question like, were we late here?
Yeah, you said. Yeah, you said.
Yeah, I said we're late.
I think, and I didn't notice it.
Late means not positioned right there, right? So we're heading
Okay.
into that. We gotta get our back tire onto that.
Okay.
If we're shoved in this direction at all, that means we're late. We were
Gotcha.
late to turn in for this particular cone.
Okay.
Okay. Really, really important from a time perspective
Okay.
to be in that one. And it made you crank a whole bunch of steering in order to get out of it, right?
Yeah.
So you lose your smooth in there.
Okay.
Okay.
Makes sense.
All right. I'm gonna hop out for one. I'm gonna watch.
Okay.
Okay. I'll see what you're doing from the outside of the car.
Sounds good.
All right, show me.
Okay. Oh, it felt good, but it didn't feel that good.
Clearly
That's
I was
awesome.
holding you back.
Yeah. Thank you.
Good job, Jared. That was amazing.
That was great. I was still a little late on the Chicago box, though.
Yes, you were. I noticed that too. But
So-
as long as you're noticing those things, like
Uh-huh.
that's the key to me. Is like if you can recognize where there's an opportunity to get better,
Yeah.
then that's the thing, right? Because then you can go out on your next run, like when you're here, or when you're running your local events or something like that, and recognize like, okay, that was a mistake. I need to fix. Like if I fix it, I'll go faster.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
where you're losing the smoothest in your hands, like that's the place, right? To continue to work the smoothest of your hands and the smoothest of your feet,
Okay.
and then get that car online and for those critical places.
Okay.
Cool, man.
Awesome. Thank you.
Good job.